Hey you guys, what's up? It's me, PhiL again, and I am very excited about this special edition of Kickin' It with PhiL, a heated discussion special edition. It runs all the way from April 9th to May 15th. You don't want to miss it. In this special edition, I get to kick it with every cast member, including the director, Ben Guillory. You don't want to miss it. All of the information is right here, therobytheatercompany.org. Let's kick it! Woo! Hi you guys, I'm PhiL. Welcome to my channel, Kicking It with PhiL. Like, share, and subscribe, and get that notification bell. Shoo! Look at that. Just wanna know. You remember yesterday? No more games.
You got that, got what? Got milk? No. You know, that dude. Oh, got PhiL. Yeah, got PhiL. Yeah, got PhiL. PhiL. Yeah, got PhiL.
Running class, school and let out. Substitute teacher.
What's up, you guys? We're back kicking it again, and I am very excited, like I always am. But this is a special edition of Kicking It with PhiL, when we are talking with cast members from a heated discussion, which is playing right now at Los Angeles Theater Center. You don't want to miss it. And we got all the details right here. And today, I got a very, very special guest right here. This guy started. He did some plays. He did a Raisin in the Sun, Joe Turner's Come and Gone. And right now playing Malcolm X. Give it up for my boy, David Bollar. What's up, man?
How you doing?
All right. I just feel good, man, for you coming out and just kicking it with me.
I'm glad to be kicking it with you as well.
Well, how did you get started, man?
In acting in general?
Yeah.
17 years old, decided to try my hand at stand-up in Philadelphia. I lived in New Jersey, decided to try stand-up. Went to a place on Bank Street in Philadelphia. I forget the name of the comedy show, but a place. But I went and did it there. Did okay. Had about 2 or 3 jokes, and then I went back the second time. I think with my brother and a couple of his friends, and did it. And during that time, then I heard on the radio there was a school called Freedom Theater.
Yeah.
It was an acting program, and I went and auditioned there, and I got in. And my acting teacher, Lenny Daniels, very good acting teacher, was my first real true acting teacher of learning how the whole process is. And then one day I was walking down the hall of the Freedom Theater and I saw a poster for the University of the Arts. And I was like, and it had the picture of all the actors and everything. And it was something that really intrigued me. So I went and auditioned for that the following year and got in. And then I went to University of the Arts for 4 years, graduated, got out. Then started doing theater right away, got my equity card, and then got my SAG card. And yeah, was doing that. And then did some work, History Channel, did some work on a couple TV shows. And then I needed to grow up some more, so I went back and got my master's.
Oh, what? You got a master's?
Yeah, got my master's, the Science of Education at St. Joseph University. And then I went, became a missionary, traveled the world, taking care of those that were less fortunate. And then I got to the point where I was like, if I don't make my trip out here, I'm going to regret it. So I just packed up my things about 4 years ago and moved to LA. But that's how I got started.
Wow. Well, I want to know, what was it? What pulled you to say, I'm going to try this comedy thing? How did that happen?
Just watching people doing it, knowing in high school I used comedy as a way to be charismatic and to get out of situations, and I thought I could handle it.
What kind of situations?
Dangerous ones. Fights, confrontations, and
That's
just
right.
also just I thought I had a knack for it. I did mostly singing, but I had a knack for it. So I thought I could give it a shot and just try stand up. I thought it was amazing to be able to get up on stage and just tell jokes and make people laugh. Make people laugh. It was good.
So what is, you said there was like a couple of laughs, I think, the first time with the few jokes.
Yeah.
And then it was like, it was a pull.
It was a pull, yeah, and it was like, okay, I can do that. And then, but I knew that there had to be something more to acting, something longer. And Freedom Theater kind of showed me a whole play or a whole character, and then that really caught me. The theater caught me, and the class and the history behind it of being a thespian and an actor, and some of the raw artistic expression I liked.
Wow.
So that's where I really pulled into it.
Wow, well, you've got master's degrees. You did all of this? How?
Yeah.
Wow. But what was it that said, okay, I'm packing up my bags, I'm going for it?
Not married, no children, at an age where I knew if I didn't make this change, I would regret it. So I needed to make that change. It looked like one time I was going to be actually having my niece to be a mentor and guardian for my niece, and that made me think too. I wanted to have her opportunity out here, but that kind of fell through. But I was like, I still want to make that change and come out here, and I want to live in LA or Los California. So I said, let me just, while I have no children, no other responsibilities than myself, make the change. So I just packed everything up and I drove cross country, slept in my car, and got to LA.
Wow, did you ponder over it or just said, it was like a moment, I'm doing this?
No, I always made sure, no matter what I was doing, that I did nothing to settle.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't have children. I didn't get married. I can't think of other things, but things that would make me have to settle on the East Coast, I always avoided. I found myself avoiding. Mm-hmm. So I was like, okay, where will you want to settle then? I want to settle in California. I want to be a home buyer in California. I want to be out here and just have my shot. And seeing so many people that I knew come out and come back and finding out, well, what went wrong? What didn't they have? And I said, well, I'm single. I have the stand-up of power. I should make that choice. So I just gave myself a deadline. And when I was able to, I think when I put my 2 weeks in, which was more like 30 days, I gave a 30-day notice because I wanted to be sure. But once I put that notice in, I was like, there it is. You leave now.
What would you tell somebody? Because I want to do it, but I'm not sure. What would you tell somebody? Would you tell them just stay home? If you gotta make up your mind, just stay home, or?
Well, yeah. If you can't make up your mind, stay home. Betty Davis was asked once from somebody, should I be an actor? And she said no. And she said in front of an interview in front of an audience, and they were like, no. And she said, don't be hurt. She's like, if you have to ask,
wow,
then don't, because you really have to know for yourself. And so I'm in it right now because I chose and I'm following. But you cannot rely on anyone else to make your decision in this particular craft. You have to know if you want to do it.
Wow.
Yeah.
So do you find yourself liking the acting more, or do you still do the stand-up comedy?
The only time I like stand-up comedy is when I'm actually on stage and I have the mic and I begin to speak. Everything up to it, the angst, the anticipation, the figuring out, it's just, you're dizzy, Steve Harvey described it. It's just the angst that you have. But once you're on stage and you do it, you're fine. When you're off stage, you're fine. But that's it. And I haven't done stand-up in a while, but I enjoy really the acting. I enjoy the acting, the drama, the carrying of a character, and working with others and that process. Comedy was a way to get exposure for people to see your artistic abilities when you are coming up with your own material and your own characters and your own movement. So it's a good process that way. But I appreciate that art form, but I really like the acting.
Has there ever been like a certain moment since your change that you said, did I really do the right thing?
Not necessarily did I do the right thing, but there were times where I thought, am I going to be able to get through with this? But I still kept going.
Yeah.
You just still keep going, even with all the questions. I mean, I'm young enough to go through this and old enough to go through any challenges one time and find the error and correct it. So I'm pretty much like, just keep going. I want to find out, I want to see the end result.
You realize there's a lot of actors that say, if I don't do this in 5 years or 2 years, I am out of here.
Yeah, that can be, I don't know because I don't know the particular
Yeah.
people, but sometimes that could be your ego
Mm-hmm.
because you want to see yourself at a certain place. But when you know, you can't, the main thing in trying to get discovered is really discovering yourself in the process. So what you think might take 2 years is going to sometimes take 4, take 5. It just happens that way. So if you're going to give yourself such a time frame based on your own demographics, I don't know what it is, but you got to give yourself time because you might discover you think I'm going to be out of here in 2 years, only discover I got everything I need in 2 years. Now I can try to give it another 4 years. You know, it kind of works that way. So I would say, just be sure if you're going to give in to it, give into it. Give into it. You know, don't give yourself a limited time unless there's something really crushing that, you know, I can't, you know, retirement or you have other options or other things.
Well, now, my brother, you are starring in a heated discussion as Malcolm X. How does that feel?
It feels good. It feels very good. I did the reading last year. We did a stage reading, and I was Tupac Shakur, and that was fun too. But this Malcolm X, I'm very, very glad that I got a chance to do this. This is my first play out here in Los Angeles.
Oh, you're making your debut.
Yeah, so this is very good that way. And I like working with Ben and also getting to meet other actors from LA and just seeing the artistic, you know, juices flowing and people up on stage and just enjoying being with others doing artistic work. I like
Working with the incredible Ben Guillory.
Yes, sir.
All right. Yeah, tell us a little bit about the character. Is it anything that you feel like you relate to, or is it something like, oh, I don't believe anything?
No, an angry, intelligent man of color that's upset with the system. That you can relate to. He's someone that did not like being hoodwinked or taken advantage of.
I know that's right.
You go through your phases as a man of color, recognizing pressure, the oppressor and oppression and the system and how it worked against you and racism. And then just like Malcolm going to Mecca, you do realize that, you know, you have to eat the meat and spit out the bones and find those that are with you. So there's that whole process of just coming into your own realities of who you are. That's there.
Okay. And how does it make you feel? I mean, it's like I can relate to him. And
oh yeah, I can relate to that. I can relate to his whole aspect. I mean, I went through my own phase of, you know, I grew up in New Jersey, and I went to an all-white Christian school that wasn't so Christian for years. So I got called nigger the first time.
Whoa!
In 3rd grade by white kids and getting beat up, and then. But I was in the school and I had to learn their ways and their systems. And then I went to an all-black school and kind of got in high school and got reintroduced to another whole side of the culture. And then you become angry, then you become hateful, and then you begin to learn that it's just a taught historical thing.
Wow.
And then you have to be able to break that down and rediscover the love again and rediscover purpose again and for yourself and how people should be. And so, yeah, so I related to Malcolm in that way.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, man. Well, now the show is playing. It's Thursday through Saturday at 8 p.m. and a Sunday matinee.
21 shows.
Oh, yeah, 21 shows. So you guys come on out. And you know what, David? I just want to say thank you for kicking it with me.
And thank you for allowing me to have kick times with you.
It's a different PhiL featuring Remember Yesterday,
You remember yesterday.
the cool It's Just Like,
The star.
the beautiful Summertime Rain,
Watch me
a tribute Baba Lee, That's Why, and a special hidden track, Feeling That, a different PhiL. The acoustic set, available on all music platforms.
The boogeyman has been released. They know what it's called, but they don't know where it is,
how people get it, if it's contagious, if it's an aerosol or in the air. What they do know is if you get it, it can kill you.
672. Whoever 755 East 80th Street. 755 East 80th Street. Tiffany Miles, a male black was following him. He's dark complected, heavy set, wearing dark clothes.
They did get to kill him. They just left the justice part out.
Everything was taken away with COVID. And just to think, winter is coming.